Hi guys, so I just want to let you know that we did it. I finally got my learners for code 10 for the truck and small motor vehicle, okay? So I just want to show you guys how it looks. So also I did hide some of my personal details because yeah, that's confidential. And also with the code 10, it's a number 3, as you can see. It's a number 3. Okay. So I'll say one thing I'll recommend you to do is to download this app. Okay, you don't pay for anything, it's just a normal app that you have on your phone. So you download this app, it doesn't need Wi-Fi, it doesn't need data, it's just an app that you click, you download, and then you use it. So you download this app, make sure that it has a South African flag at the back, and this app is basically what you're going to use to study, literally. Okay, I feel like every other resource is just like, I feel like overwhelming yourself with a lot of resources just is not good. It just like makes you more confused and it makes everything more difficult where it actually isn't. Okay, so also when you download the app, it's gonna look like this. So you can look to the left, it's gonna look something like this. So the cheat sheet, that's basically your study guide. You look at this and you study with this all the time. Okay, so I'll say one thing that I want you to focus on in terms of when studying, right? So you have to go through all of this, right? You go through all of this, okay? Make sure that I'll say one thing that you need to focus on, the main things. It's everything with numbers, okay? And everything that is like highlighted. Make sure that you know that from the back of your head. So everything here that has numbers and that is highlighted, make sure that you get that because that's how you lose maybe 1 or 2 marks or something. Just always make sure that you look at that, okay? Also, another thing is you see how they highlighted nicely for you minimum 2 second, minimum 3 second, 100 meters, 45. Make sure that you know that. And then just in terms of another thing that I think people do confuse that can be confusing is a spot lamp and a stop lamp, right? There's a big difference between these two. So a spot lamp is what is on like vehicles like I'll say not say service, but more on like government service vehicles. So basically your ambulance, your police and everything, they will have a spot lamp. So a spot lamp is basically like a siren or like a lamp that has like colors to basically indicate that this vehicle is maybe for emergency or whatever. Something is going on. That is a spot lamp. And then a stop lamp is on any other vehicle besides those vehicles. So a stop lamp is basically the lamp that you use when your car has stopped. Okay, so that's one thing that's always like a thing. Makes a I'll say a difference. So just don't confuse those two. And then in terms of the number plate, I think the number plate is normal. The hooter, same thing. Remember, you have to look at the what you call it, the numbers, the 90 meters, because that's how they usually catch you. But the nice thing about this as well is when you're done with maybe like a little section, then you can always click on it and then you go through the questions like here and make sure that you actually understand them and you remember them, because usually the questions on this app, 80% of them is literally the exact same as literally the exact same as the learner's test. Okay, and then in terms of your hooters, emergency warning devices, that's a given. Then seatbelt, also just make sure you understand this section as well because they usually catch you with this one. Windscreen, you look at that as well. The exhaust, they always ask this exhaust one, so I'll say check out number 10, focus on number 10. And then fuel tank, they also always ask the fuel tank. Then emergency warning signs, you can read through that. Speed limits, they always ask speed limits. And also look with the speed limits, look at within public road, outside, not within urban area, on a public road, within public, okay, within urban area, on a public road. um then it's on public road but outside urban area, then freeway. Like, that always catches people out, so also always check on that. And then this length of the vehicles, do know it. Know the numbers, know the numbers, know the numbers. Then the heights as well, do remember it. They might ask maybe one question, but do check it out. Overall width, do check it out. Convenience, do check it out. Projection, do check it out. Know the numbers. Remember, I said everything that is highlighted, know it. Warning flags, they always ask this. Number 19, they always ask this. They always ask this. So I would recommend that you do check it out. And then prohibition of driving on a shoulder of the road, check it out. Parking, 21 and 22, they always ask it. So like, I would say check it out. Make sure you know it from the back of your head. And I feel like this is where people usually lose marks. The rules of the road, they always lose marks. So in terms of the parking, and they always catch you out with this pedestrian, how far from the pedestrian, from the intersection, from the roadway, how wide the road must be, and everything. So I'll say check that out. Cell phone, they always ask this. You're not allowed to have your cell phone while you're driving. So I think mainly, yeah, those are the main ones. Do check it out. So you check out the cheat sheet, okay? The road rules and the road signs. You go through this and make sure that you understand it. Also, just another thing that I want to let you know, that they always ask number 19 of the road signs. They always ask one of this. Always. Road signs, they always ask this number 19. You need to know, like, how these look. They always ask them. So you need to know. Like this thing, they always ask these men. They always ask it. So just make sure that you do understand it. But go through the signs as well. Make sure you're able to identify them. And especially the ones with the, I think it's the green, right? Where's the green? Yeah, the freeway ones. You need to know the freeway ones as well. And also the diagrammatic signs. They always ask the arrest the bed. This ones, they always ask these. They always ask them. This one especially, the lever one. They always ask the lever one. They always ask this arrestor, the lever again. This one also they always ask. This always ask. Yes. Yeah. So I'm just gonna write it down for you. The freeway ones, they always ask. The diagrammatic, they always ask as well. And the information signs. Yeah, they always ask them. So I'd recommend that you just go through this, give yourself maybe a week and a half. And then when you're done with the cheat sheet, then you actually go to the official K53 exams. And then if you're writing for code 8, so obviously that's going to be a lightweight motor vehicle. Then if you want code 10, it's a heavy vehicle. And if you're doing a motorcycle, then it's obviously that one. Then, okay, I just want to show you how they look when you do them. So let's, for example, the heavy one. So look at how much you need to pass, guys. So hence why it's very important to know. You see, you need 22 out of 30, 23 out of 30, and 6 out of 8. So it's random. So that's how they usually look like. That's 68. Then you just...
If another vehicle intends to overtake you, you should, option A, drive as near to the right edge of the roadway.
Like, I don't know what's talking, but... yeah. basically it's kind of like something like this, and then when you're done choosing, it'll tell you if it's right or wrong. For example, with this one, it says, "What is the length limit for a trailer with a GMV of less than 12,000?" So if it's less than 12,000, I think it should be less than 8. It's this one. Yeah, you see, it tells you that it's right. Then the second one, which of the following is true? Then you have to choose like that, like that. So basically, this is 1 out of 68 questions and within an hour. So basically, guys, also if you want me to do more videos maybe on when I go through the tests as well, I could do that, and you can just let me know like what you actually think of it. But basically, this is just my I'll say my advice to you if you are going to be doing your digital learners license. So I think also another thing also is nerves, guys. Nerves, just try to control your nerves, and it's okay to control your nervous system. So just try to control that and ensure that you are just at peace and you're happy, okay? Just at peace, and just tell yourself that even if this one doesn't work out, I can still try again. But don't pressure yourself that, no, this has to work out, this has to work out. Just like relax and just know that you are gonna be able to do it and you're gonna do well. So I think that's my advice. And I think if you have any other questions, please just write in the comments if you want me to maybe go in depth, because now I'm just letting you know what I used and what worked for me. So if you want me to go in depth, maybe in terms of like studying, and maybe if you want me to do the questions or whatnot, I could do that, but you can just let me know. Yeah.